I think the phrase "the customer is always right" just allows you to act right when you're around customers. You know, I get that people meet customers that are very unruly, like, oh my God, they get on your last nerve. Even another customer can just be upset on your behalf, you understand, because of the way they are acting. But if you, as the person serving, knows, okay, the customer is always right, you will want to, first of all, approach every matter in a very diplomatic way, like you said. Like, you want to answer them properly. You want to make sure you don't tell them off. You can't tell the customer off. The customer is always right, but even when the customer is wrong, you can treat them in a proper way to let them know that they are wrong.
Customers are not always right. I think the true necessary and unnecessary tantrums sometimes, it's just a slogan or a business line that keeps you compelled to rendering a good service to your customers. That's it.
It's a cool marketable rhetoric to avoid negative or tension between the customer and the service provider.
We are in business because of the customer, and so we must do everything to see that we get it right with a customer.
You can't tell them outrightly that they're wrong. You have to look for diplomatic ways of making them see that they may have stepped out of line and tactfully handle the situation.
Looking at it from their own perspective, but at the same time throwing into light your own point of view in a very nice way.
It actually helps with the way you respond, to the customer, so you don't lose customers, because no matter how rude or how humble your customers are, they are still like the backbone of your establishment.
The customer is not your moron, she's your wife. And what that statement simply means is that you have to guard your consumer, you have to guard your customer as much as possible, because they're the foundation of all businesses. And in different countries and in different languages, it's been interpreted to the customer is the god, the consumer is the god, the consumer has their reasons, the consumer is never wrong. I think once you understand this, and it also goes back to like the 1800s, when you think about the whole term of caveat emptor, which places liability on the consumer. So whenever a consumer goes to buy or a customer goes to buy goods, it's their responsibility to check if the goods are good and in good shape. And I think that's when the whole idea of the customer is always right came into place, because it's quite damaging to your business when you don't understand the gravity as to how your consumer and your customer takes hold in it.